Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, beam me up my juicy little lights. Thank you, little light, you're delicious and bright. Yes, we must keep shining the light, shining the light, shining that light. Okay, my delicious babies, now then. So it's the morning in our neck of the woods in the old UK. It's around 10:30 in the morning, my delicious little babies, okay? Now, the weather outside, a tiny bit of wind, not raining, although it was drizzling earlier. It has been raining throughout the night. And, of course, it's a little bit cold, but I'd say it's milder than yesterday, okay, my delicious babies, now then. So let's make a start. Yes, I feel really light. Really light in myself, light. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? It's like my whole body just feels really light, yes? And what it is that, you see, because I'm very spiritual, my delicious little babies, okay? Sometimes I pick up on things, okay, my delicious little babies, and, for anybody who knows me, it's like my, I'm very sensitive is the word, okay, my delicious little babies. So if I pick up on something, well, it's almost like, how can I explain this? It's like I have like a, I've got an itchy nose, a surprise. It's like I have like this kind of cloud, and then I keep hearing sirens. That's a normal, it's normy for me. Okay, my delicious little baby. So whenever I hear it, and of course, I was having a little robin who was coming into my garden, and then sometimes I would have two. Now, for most, I've said this before, but for most who see robins, little baby robins, it's usually very lucky. Okay, my delicious babies, but unfortunately for me, I mean, they're so beautiful. I mean, they stare at me directly. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but they do say that little robins carry the souls of any dear loved ones who have passed. Anyway, so yes, very sadly, I've been hearing other very sad news. Okay, my delicious little babies. So with myself, that explains it. Do you see what I mean? Like yesterday, I had a really, the early hours of the morning, I had a really, really strange smell in my bedroom, my delicious little babies. Now with me, I can pick up on, sorry, excuse me, I can pick up on smells. That's a common one for myself. That doesn't mean my delicious little babies. So I pick up on smells. Now this was somebody who wore, I feel, trainers, okay, like the war trainers, okay, and it didn't smell like a shoe smell. And the thing is, my delicious little babies, in my bedroom, I do not have shoes in my bedroom. I do not like to leave shoes in my bedroom, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? It's just the way that I've always been, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? Especially like leaving home and everything. Do you see what I mean? Like when I was very young, I used to keep shoes in my bedroom, I had a lot of pairs, shall we say, my delicious little babies for my age. But what it was, because, I had a bit of a shoe, fetish, do you know what I mean? I just love shoes. But as I got older, I'm not, do you know what I mean? Okay, I go more for comfort, I mean, I'm not flipping old anyway. I keep saying that, my delicious babies. I'm not old at all, do you know what I mean? Half a century, certainly not old. So yes, it's something that I just do not like to do. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies, okay? Because I've got a thing about smells. Okay, my delicious babies. So something smells, and I feel very blessed that I've got a good sense of smell, So the smell that I got the early hours of yesterday morning, I forgot to say in my video last night, but I was in a giggly mood last night, my delicious. I felt really light in myself, super duper light. I felt really, you know, as if somebody, you know, not in literal terms, it's just figure of speech, my delicious baby. Is if somebody had given me a flipping happy pill or something, you know what I mean? When really nobody, you know, because I do not pop pills, do you understand what I mean, okay? That's just my choice, okay? But I felt as if somebody, you know, had, I don't know, popped me a happy pill or something. Do you know what I mean? I just felt like, you know, I was just in a really happy mood. Anyway, I'm not, you know, each day I always have something to smile about, to laugh about. Do you see what I mean? Okay, and I do love to sing, as I explained on yesterday evening's video, my delicious little babies anyway. But this smell, it smelled like somebody who wears trainers. Not a bad smell. It's really hard to explain the smell, but it's like as if it come through, wafted through. It's really hard for me to explain what I'm saying to you, okay? To me, that was a sign of, there we are, of spirit, okay? Now, so sometimes they do that, okay? Or sometimes you may get, if you ever knew somebody who smoked a pipe or smoked a ciggy figgy or perfume or aftershave, you know, you'd get, you know, smells like that. Do you see what I mean? And it's usually, well, for myself anyway, it's usually spirit who's passing through, okay? But after that, the smell just went. It sort of lingered. Like a minute can seem like a lifetime, do you see what I mean? But it sort of lingered for a minute. And then I noticed with my beautiful little candle, because I like to get the pillar candles, and the flame was pretty high. So when it's pretty high, it means a real spiritual presence, okay? But if you see blue towards the bottom, that's usually most angelic, okay? So there was a bit of blue, then there was the yellow flame. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? And it was really, you know, swaying. Do you see, okay? And then the smell just went out the window, my delicious little babies anyway. But yesterday I felt super duper, yeah, really, really light. It felt like, because I've advertised Nuubu pads, okay, my delicious little babies, Nuubu, then space, pads, official site, duck, duck, go, quack, quack, go, okay, my delicious babies. And it draws out the metals out of your body, my delicious little babies. That's what these Nuubu pads do, which I happen to use twice a year, okay? So it's not me advertising, you know, I'm not getting paid anything for doing this. I'm explaining what I use twice a year, which draws out the metals in my body. Well, that's how it felt. But yet I'd not had any Nuubu pads at all. I wasn't wearing any at all. So that's how light, there we are, I felt. Do you see, okay? And I'm convinced, which I am, it's my beautiful dear little spirit guards, my beautiful dear little angels, my beautiful dear God Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear creator. Do you see what I mean, okay? It was like, what's the words I'm looking for? It was like lightening the load for me, if you know what I mean. Well, yesterday, I had somebody come and have a healing. And you see, what it is, my delicious little babies, okay? Because I'm a bit like, how can you explain it? So I do my healing, but then if somebody wants to have a convo, you know, like a conversation about something, you know, whatever's on their mind, you know, because it's in four walls. Do you know what I mean? So I do not tell anybody, you know, what a conversation was about. Do you understand what I mean? Because that's private, do you say? And who it was said to me, said, you know, I said, can I talk to you about something? I said, yes, you can. I said, what is it you'd like to say? I said, well, when I was little, it's the first time anybody's ever said anything like this, actually. I said, when I was little, I said, I looked around, you know, even from a young age, I looked around and then I said to my parents, this is really, you know, what they said to me. So then I said to my parents and I asked them, I said, well, surely God would give us free food. There we are, my delicious little babies, do you say? He said, I was just wondering why I'd come here. I mean, that's an interesting, question, isn't it, my delicious little babies? But what my dear client said was, as they were getting older, they said, well, so they spoke to the parents again. They said, well, why do we have to go out to work? And why do we have to work all these hours for very little? There we are. It was just a really, nobody said that to me before, my delicious little babies, do you say? And so after the conversation, I got the impression that they're quite a spiritual, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? And the way that they viewed the world from when they were little, okay, little wee bairns. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? You know what I've just done? Flipping knocked. I've got a different drink this morning, my delicious babies, and I must show you. What I've got is, look at this, hot chocolate. It's really not like me, because I do not have a sweet tooth. Yeah, from the time I woke up, I thought, what am I going to have for my brekkie? For my breakfast, because sometimes I like to eat my breakfast. I can eat a curry in the morning, my delicious babies, no trouble at all. I polish it off. Do you see what I mean? Okay, when others will like eat a full English or something, I'll have a chickpea curry or something. You know what I mean, my delicious babies, that I've made the day before. Do you see? Doesn't bother me. In fact, I did that yesterday. My point is, I woke up and I thought, what shall I have? And I fancied jam on toast. Strawberry jam on toast. That's what I felt like, and yet I do not have a sweet tooth. Anybody who knows me will tell you that. It's very rare you'd ever see me eat anything sweet. I'm very much a savoury type of gal. Do you know what I mean, my delicious babies, okay? But then I had it in my noddle, and I thought, I want a hot chocolate. I really need to have a hot chocolate. It's like, when you're craving it, like you're craving a hot chocolate. So I made a hot chocolate for myself, and I made one for my beautiful little Ruby Tuesday, because my beautiful little Maisie Moo, she does not like her hot chocolate, okay? But little Ruby does, and she has her own cups. Little Rubes has 2 cups, okay, my delicious baby? So, she has one from Hull, and then she has another one with a little pussycat on it, okay? So, so we use those cups for us, so, we alternate it. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Anyway, so there's clearly something I feel that's passing through, some sort of, there we are, spirit. And it does appear that they seem to, and that doesn't mean no, that whatever it is seems to like sugary things, it seems. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. Yeah, but yes, it was a really interesting convo that I was having, with my dear little client. You see, they just could not understand why you have to work so hard to buy food. And that's how they felt when they were little. And they talked to the parents, they explained the way that they saw life. Do you see? But when you actually spare a thought, it is very true, isn't it? I mean, it's not that it has not crossed my mind before. Do you know what I mean? I'm 50 now. Many things cross your mind, your old noddle. But it was just a really interesting conversation. Now, what the complaint was having a foot problem, my delicious babies. Now, the main that I am doing healing for seems to be neck, shoulders and feet. Okay, my delicious little babies, that's what appears to be an issue. Okay, so I said, right. So the way that I did it, I said, I'll start with your shoulders, okay? I said, then I'll go down to your lower leg. So just put my hands, okay? And then I'll do what I do with the feet, okay? And then, of course, because I do also with the shoulders, I do around the crown chakra, okay? So it's to remove any negative energy. Do you see what I mean? Okay? And then I can just continue with doing what I'm doing, okay? Said, I cannot believe, they said, how hot your hands went. you know, it's like my hands just went super duper hot. Well, that's what happens. Any healer in the world, my delicious babies, will tell you this, okay? Their hands just go super duper hot, because what you're actually doing is your hands, because I'm a vessel for my beautiful dear little angels, so you know they're using me as a vessel to help others, do you see? So what they're doing is they're putting all the energy through my body to go on to help my dear little clients, do you see? And they turned around and said, and I said, well, God bless. I said, I'm glad that, you know, you enjoyed your healing. They were just so relaxed afterwards. They sort of felt rather, when they came in, it was chat, 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 chat. I says, well, you know, we just must, I said, you can talk to me afterwards. I says, but we must just do the healing first, you know what I mean, okay? To get them just in that nice, relaxed state, you see. Said, because they'd never had it done before. So somebody, there we are, had told them about myself and said, go to this woman now, this lady. Do you say, lady? I'd call myself a woman myself, my delicious babies. I do not mind, you know, getting my hands stuck in mud and anything else. Do you know what I mean, my delicious babies? So I'd certainly wouldn't say that I'm a lady. I'd say I'm a woman. Do you know what I mean, my delicious babies? Anyway, it's very nice of whoever, you know, recommended me. Do you know what I mean? God bless, do you know? But they felt most happy, and they said, well, you know, they said, wow. They said to me, they said, wow. They said, that was something else. Do you say? And of course, when it was over and done with, because they just lie there for a bit, some drift off to sleep. That's nothing new. Nothing new to me at all, okay? I mean, of course, if I had to feel, you know, to check to see whether they're breathing, I do not mean that in a nasty way, my delicious babies, okay? Because, you know, well, obviously, you know, what's going on in the world at the moment. You have to keep a check on things now. Do you see what I mean? Okay. But what it is that this one there was very chatty. Chat, 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 chat. But had a lot of very valid points. There we are. An awful lot of valid points. Do you see how they see things through their eyes and how they hear through their ears? Do you see what I mean? Anyway, the ending is that they felt really super duper light. And I said, well, you should feel like that. I said, for, you know, I said, everybody's different, you know. And I said, but you should feel like that indefinitely. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, because some, it can wear off, you know, could wear off after a couple of weeks. Others could be months, you know. Sometimes somebody only needs to have one trip, and then, you know, away they go, and then they do not need any more. Do you see what I mean? Because what you've done is you've, as a healer, you've removed the bulk of whatever it is, you know, that's been bothering them. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies, okay? But yes, but ones have all different types of experiences. Like one dear lady came to me and she had to do with her back, okay? So, you know, because, you know, so she lies on the front, okay, and then I just, you know, she has a blanket over her, but all I do is just put my hands on the back, you know, like around here, okay, just put my hands there. You know, she has her clothes on, just put my hands there, okay. Her experience, oh, God bless her, such a beautiful dear lady, little lady she is, okay. She said, you know, she said what she felt was like, it was like something was going, like pumping, you know, when I was like, had my hands on the area of her back. And yeah, and yet she'd gone to somebody to do with her back, okay, and they couldn't, you know, she'd paid, God bless her, she paid ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. You know, I personally feel well over the odds, but that's not my business now, is it? Do you understand what I mean? How somebody else does business now. Do you see what I mean? But to me, it did not really work for her. So I'm not putting anybody else down, my delicious babies, okay? But when I did it, she said she never had to go to... it's like there's something in her back that has to be put back, if you know what I'm saying to you, yes? So she never had to... you know, go anywhere for how long? Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? So, you know, everybody's different. You know, it works differently with a different man or woman. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, okay? But that's what I'm hearing a lot about. And also for the fact that, you know, I happened to, well, actually, who it was brought it up, the conversation, the convert to myself, my delicious little babies, and said, oh, well, what do you think about the old, you know, lockdowns and everything, my delicious little babies? And I says, well, I says, get me started on that. Get me started on that. Do you see what I mean, okay? And the words that my dear client actually said, my delicious little babies, was, this is the words now. If they were here, they would say it in the camera, okay? They said that they felt, the exact words was pressured. There we are. They felt pressured, okay? Because it was all about, at that time, if you remember, to protect, you know, your mums, your dads, your nanas, your granddads. Do you see what I mean? Okay, and in this case, it was their, happened to be their dear mum. So there was other parts of the family who was saying, well, no, you must, you know, in order to see mum and auntie and everything, you must, you know, you must take. And they just didn't want to. And also said to me, there we are, that they do regret it, okay, because now they, God bless them, appear to have a foot problem. So I give a lot of, put it this way, the went away, there we are, feeling 150 times, there we are, better than how they felt when they first arrived, okay. I wrote some things down, okay, that to help them, okay. Including the Nubu pads, okay, because they're excellent. They're about, what is it? They're never more than, you know, that I've always known anyway, but they're never more than 17 quid, 17 squids. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Do you see what I mean? They do take some days to arrive, but well worth it. There we are. Well worth it. Okay, it just draws all of the, you put it on like a plaster under your foot, and you leave it on for 6 to 8 hours, and you remove it in the morning, or if you're on shifts or something, you know, different shifts, and then you just remove it 6 to 8 hours afterwards. You can either put a pad each on each foot, or you can just alternate it, you know, but you get packs of 10. Okay, my delicious babies, well worth it. There we are, well worth it, okay, because we all have a certain level of metals in our bodies, my delicious little babies, okay? And these metals, and this is how I was explaining it to my dear client, and I've explained it, there we are, to other dear clients as well. We have to find a way to draw it out, okay? And what better to do it than the feet? Do you see what I mean? So it's coming from here all the way down. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? I tell you what, it's absolutely fantastic, those pads are. And I recommend them to anybody, my delicious babies, because I tell you what, you feel like, you imagine looking at a really large, fluffy cloud, okay? And, you know, like when you're little, and I know I did, and you look at the clouds, you know, you sort of lie back on the grass, you know, your little hands like this, do you know what I mean? And, you know, you got the slide. I always remember that sticks in my noddle. You know, you have certain childhood memories, little bands, yes? And you look up at the sky and think, oh, I wish I could sit on that cloud, because it looks just lovely, so fluffy and beautiful and delicious to sit on. Do you see what I mean? Yes? That's how you feel after you've had these Nubu pads. Swear down. I would never tell you fibs, never lie to you. Okay, that's the truth. Okay, and I've advised others, and some have had them, and they've said to me they have. There we are, they have. And of course, they also do with that company, like skin. You know, like skin for your skin, like little face masks, like aloe vera masks and everything. Oh yes, I mean your face just feels afterwards, oh, so replenished, so soft. you know, you look fresh. You know what I mean? Your skin looks fresh. Oh, it's delicious. You know, I'm just not one for, I never have been. I've been asked a number of times, said, oh, do you fancy coming for a spa, Carla, or do you fancy? I'm not into that sort of thing now, my delicious little babies. I never have been. Never since, you know, ever since, sorry, I've been little. I've never been into, no, it's just not my kind of thing now. Yes, okay. But when somebody said to me, oh, you know, I've got a spare, you know, brand new in a pack, you know, I've got a spare, because I told them about the new burn, they got them, do you see what I mean? And they had a spare mask. They said, yeah, they said, have this, Carla. And I tell you what, I've got to be honest, I cannot fault it, not one bit. Do you know what I mean? It was flipping fantastic. And not only that, but it stayed, you know, to do with your face, you know, for a long time. It wasn't like something that after a couple of days, no, it like really works on your birth trace. Fantastic, okay? But of course, I also put, you know, from time to time, not very often, I'll put cucumber, but I'll also put cut up cucumber, or I'll put a tea bags. So, you know, you just drain the tea bag, let it go cold, and then just, you know, pop it on your eyes. Do you know what I mean? And just lie there for 5 minutes. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So, you know, because our eyes work very hard, I'm not saying that about anybody who cannot see. So God bless everybody, you know, who very sadly cannot see. But our eyes, just like our hands, our feet, our legs, they all work very hard. In my case, my voice box. Do you know what I mean? My delicious babies, okay? Because I usually have always got something plenty to say, okay? But, so, you know, we have to look after, don't we? My delicious little babies, do you say? So I also told this dear client, I wrote it down because I listened to, not in that way with anybody, our lovely David G. Mahoney on BitChute, my delicious little babies. So a search engine of your choice. If you could please and thank you, type in David space G space Mahoney, then a space bar again, BitChute, my delicious babies, and then you should have reached your destination, where he talks to a little doctor, God bless her, called Dr. Corey, and they talk about all different you know, to do with health and well-being. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Okay. So it's very interesting. I have heard, there we are, about a lot of what little Dr. Corey, God bless her, talks about, okay? I have heard about a lot of these different herbs and different things now, yes, okay? I mean, I'm not going to mention certain things on my video because, you know, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a nurse, okay? But for those of you, should you have an interest, please and thank you. Trot over to David G. Mahoney's videos, my delicious little babies, and you know, you may very well get, there we are, some very good advice and tips, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? Very interesting indeed. I only like to listen to certain doctors, my delicious little babies, because anybody who's listened to me for as long as you have, and thank you, how I love you all, sir, God bless you all. You know, I very much appreciate it. Well, he said to me, you all know I'm not very keen on you know, doctors and nurses, okay, my delicious babies. I have not been for many decades, okay? This is not just from 4 years ago or 3 years ago, no. This goes back, there we are, decades, okay, my delicious babies, okay? And I'm very firm on what I have to say. Do you see what I mean, okay? So, to me, oh, that was the other thing my dear client said to me. Made a point when they first came in, that's just reminded me, my delicious babies, told me, not the first actually to tell me this, said, look at our hospitals, they're full up, you cannot get seen, okay? That was the first thing they said. I forgot to mention that because I was talking about doctors and nurses, weren't I? My delicious little babies, okay? I said, yes, I said, I have been hearing this, yes. Do you see? Okay. So, yeah. We shall not say anything more about that. All I can say is, God bless everybody. Okay, my delicious little babies. Anyway, and something else to change the subject now. Oh, I'm going to have a sip of my hot chocolate. I must have a sip, my delicious babies, please, and thank you. In fact, I'll have two. You know, like, because I'm not a chocoholic. Do you know what I mean, my delicious babies? Rewind and start again. Okay, I'm not a chocoholic, but I've had that now, and then I probably wouldn't have another one for months and months. Strange, isn't it, my delicious babies? But I always leave it in the cupboard in case somebody wants. Do you know what I mean? They want to have a hot chocolate. Do you see what I mean? Yes, okay. But so it's never there where it goes off or anything. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not there long enough to go off. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Okay, but yeah. But once I've had that, yeah, hunky dory tickety boo. Yes. So anyway, my delicious babies. So what did I receive this morning? Okay, my delicious little babies, so let's read, shall we? Save a life. They seem to have changed this, actually. Yeah, seems to have changed, okay, because I know with the cancer research that they send little bags, okay, then you open one bit of plastic and then you've got some more plastic in there to put your clothes or bric-a-brac in, okay, my delicious babies, but this one here seems to have come as a sticker, okay, my delicious babies, it's like a leaflet, isn't it, but it's a sticker, you know, so you can, there we are, do you see what I mean, my delicious babies, so let's just read, shall we, please and thank you. Save a Life, Heart UK, the cholesterol charity, yeah, the cholesterol charity, my delicious babies, well, like I said, well, anyway, no, I'm just going to say it. Cholesterol has been proven, well, not to be cholesterol, my delicious little babies, okay? There we are, it's been proven, okay? So I'm really, that they've sent this, okay, my delicious little babies, see I'm stumbling on this. Clothes and bric-a-brac collection. Heart UK, the cholesterol charity, provides support, education and information to help people with high cholesterol, a major risk factor for heart disease, one of the UK's biggest killers. Every 8 minutes, someone in the UK dies from coronary heart disease. Okay, my delicious babies, mind you, this flipping writing, it gets smaller and smaller, you know. Yeah, please fill any bags of boxes with your pre-loved clothing. Place the label on prepared donations. Leave in clear view of your doorstep. Okay, my delicious babies, so it says here, look, place the label on prepared donations. Well, you see, the thing is, and then what does it say here? This is very interesting. Oh, that's very large enough to read. www.angelofmercy.co.uk. Okay, my delicious babies, okay? Prefer another day, book your collection online. Now, the part where, which, I'm very sorry, my delicious babies, I'm not going to get my glasses, okay? The part where it talks about, I'm going to try my best now, okay? Collections are operated by Angel of Mercy Limited Company, okay? Reg, and then the number. The appointed agent for Heart UK for collections of unwanted clothes. Your clothing donation will help raise at least, what's that? 2,100 a month comes to number 3, doesn't it, my delicious babies? For Heart UK. Okay, my delicious little babies? Now, on the back, let's read, shall we? My delicious little babies. We urgently need adult and children clothes, paired shoes, towels, my delicious little babies. I remember, when was it now? How many years ago now is it? About 16 years ago. I did a bit of a voluntary in a charity shop, my delicious little babies. I've talked about this on my videos before, months and months and months ago. And I always remember not seeing towels. Also, if anybody, you know, because sometimes they would donate bras, you know, brassiers, little pants, knicky knacks, but you're not allowed. So they was not allowed. They were not allowed. Sorry, my delicious little babies, okay? So bedding, well, I've got to be honest, I would not want to wear somebody else's underwear, my delicious little babies, okay? I'm very, there we are, I'm very funny about things like that, do you know what I mean, okay? Not meaning funny as in, do you know what I mean? Like, things like that now, I'm very funny about, do you see what I mean? Yes, okay? But I understand, on the other side of things, somebody else is trying to help, okay? And, you know, a lot of the brassiers and everything were, you know, in very good condition. Do you see what I mean? But I just do not see that as being very hygienic or healthy. That's just me, my delicious little babies. It wouldn't matter how many times you washed it. No, I just wouldn't be happy. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? Let's proceed. Bedding, curtains and tablecloth. Bags, handbags, wallets and suitcases. Cutlery, toiletries. Well, I would have thought with the toiletries, you know, with the airports and everything, with how much of the sun cream and everything like that now, or perfumes, deodorants, whatever it is, I would have thought, you know, they would have had plenty to scatter around the charity shops, wouldn't you, my delicious little babies, okay, with the amount that they collect at the airports, okay? Unwanted gifts, my delicious little babies, accessories, jewellery, okay, my delicious babies, belts, cosmetics and beauty items, okay, my delicious little babies, small electronics, CD, DVD, books, soft and plastic toys. My delicious little baby. So, to me, they've got quite a shopping list there. Do you not agree, my delicious little babies? Yes? It's quite a long shopping list, isn't it? My delicious little babies. Now, if you go onto a very large site, I'm not going to say it. I know that there's other ones who are doing this as well, okay? Well, you can actually buy, you know, like as an unwanted gift if it's still wrapped, and you can buy it at, there we are, at a fraction of the price, okay? I bought, not the pair that I've got now, my delicious babies, I'm talking about another pair. Many moons ago, I bought a lovely pair of ankle boots, brand spanking new, with the tag still on, everything still on, okay? In a box, my delicious babies. And I do happen to like Zara and River Island boots. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, my delicious babies. Anyway, and I bought a lovely little pair because I do like the little ankle boots. Do you know what I mean? I like the longer boots, but I like the little ankle boots as well, okay? Because they're very comfy, you know what I mean? Off this site, this many moons ago now, and I bought them for, should have been, at the time, 64 quid, and I got them for 32. Please do not get me wrong, my delicious babies, I inspected them properly. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? I checked them and there was enough photographs, and I was very pleased about that, okay, because there's enough photographs from every angle, inside out, okay? Because the thing is with me, I do not like second-hand shoes either. My delicious little babies, no. Okay, yes. So anyway, so yeah, and I got a banging pair of Zara little booties. Do you know what I mean? Which of course was half the price, and they were in the box, honestly sealed in the box. You know, with all of the tags and you know, and the bit of you know what I mean, underneath everything. They've never been worn, okay? And I tell you what, those little boots are so flipping damn comfortable, honestly. You know, I wore them till I flipping wore them out. Do you know what I mean? What's really good to clean suede, my delicious little babies, and somebody told me this, there we are, many moons ago, decades ago. You use it, what's it called? Is it L'Oreal? No, Garnier. And what you do, what's it called? It's that clear. It's either a, what is it? It's a cleanser or a toner. It's one of them that you put on your Burt Race. What is it? Molasses. Anyway, it begins with an M. M for mother, my delicious baby. And what you do, you put a bit on a cloth, you know, like a cloth. You squirt a bit on a cloth, and then you gently rub the suede, and it brings it up as good as new. There we are, my delicious little babies. Look at that. Okay, and I was told that decades ago. Okay, so if anybody's got suede out there, that's a really good, you know, way to. But you do it very gently. Do you know what I mean? You don't sort of just, you know what I mean, like this. You have to do it really gently. Okay, but it brings them back up, beautiful. You know, because anybody knows with suede. Anyone knows that, you know, sometimes in the slightest knock, and it can, you know, mark it, can't it? You say. But yeah, but there's you know, I mean, where it says here unwanted gifts. Now let's not forget, my delicious babies, and I was done saying this nearly 2 years ago on my videos, okay, since I started, that with the unwanted gifts, you usually find that the staff, I'm not talking, sorry about stumbling there, every single staff in the shops, okay, but certain now, okay, well, let's just say they get first refusal, okay, so when others are giving to charity, my delicious little babies, I have a very different take on this, do you see what I mean, okay, I try my utmost never to give to charities, okay, my delicious babies. Some may see that as being cruel. It's my prerogative, do. I can do what I want to do. It's my prerogative, yeah. Because I can see, and I worked, like I said, doing voluntary in a charity shop, and I know how it rocks and rolls. There we are. Plus, I knew somebody else, okay? And you're talking about, for some, God bless them, who donate, they donate, you know, brand spanking new. Do you see what I mean, okay? Well, let me tell you, it's very rare that will ever see the shop floor. My delicious little babies, very rare, okay? So maybe ones need to think twice. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies, okay? They'd be far better off going onto a site or, you know, something like that. There we are, which a lot of them do, and selling it on there. Me personally, I've given away what now? I think we're up to about 8 pairs of shoes. 1 pair of trainers, 8 pairs of shoes. Brands, there we are, brand spanking new. My delicious little babies, okay? Never been worn, okay? And I've given them away to somebody who very much appreciates, okay, and also, you know, they're very glad of, you know, not that they do not have, because they do, but what I'm saying is I needed somebody with my size foot. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but somebody who I knew, there we are, would respect, you know, because when you add it all up, plus any tops or anything that I have given away, okay, and usually I still do the same thing now. Like there's some tops, my delicious little babies, that you'll never see me wear again on my videos because I wore them once or twice and then I never wear them again. So I give them away. Do you see what I mean? That's why you do not see me with them again. Do you say? Okay? It's like something says, no, once is enough or twice is enough. And then that's it, my delicious little babies. Do you say? Okay? So yes, that would be the best way to, if you wanted to get rid of anything. Or like I said, I mean, I personally just give. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies, okay? But whatever I give, there we are, it's very much appreciated, you know, and they're very, very thankful, okay? Because they know that, you know, number one, it's coming from a clean home. And number two, you know, because they know with me, you know, I'm always flipping washing and doing things now. Do you see what I mean? But number two, I'd rather do that than give anything to charity. My delicious stick of babies, do you say? Because I know, like I said, how it rocks and rolls. There we are. I know how it rocks and rolls. And I would just not, no. Many decades ago, yes, of course, you know, I used to leave a bag, you know, because I mean, my beautiful little baby daughters, you know, how I love and burst her, okay? Well, you know, I mean, the clothes that I used to buy them, you know, and ones did used to say, my delicious babies, you said, tell you what, you dress them beautifully. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies, okay? So, you know, for the clothes, I thought, oh, maybe, you know, if there's other little young bairns or maybe the families, God bless, do not have a lot, you know, I'd always go to the first point of call first to see if there's anybody who I know who would want, okay? But then after that, I think, okay, well, you know, if there isn't anybody at that time, then I just leave them outside in a bag. Do you see what I mean? Or go and walk to the charity shop and just go and deliver them, yes. But even when I went into the charity shops, you see, there we are, because you know, you clock everything. And I'd just go in, you know, just on the off chance. But you'd never see what I'd donated. No, you never see. I had the same with years ago with dresses. I had really expensive dresses, my delicious little babies, and tops and everything, and give them to a charity shop. And other than a couple of t-shirts, okay, my delicious little babies, the rest were like really posh tops, posh dresses. And there we are, super duper expensive, okay. Never seen the shop floor. My delicious little babies, never to be seen again. I actually went into shops, I did, and I said, oh, I said, I've noticed, you know, do you see what I mean? Okay. And they said, oh, no, this is what, you know what I mean? But I knew there we are different. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay. So I have a very different take on how I see things. So for anybody out there, my delicious little babies, if you do have anything, always go to the first point of call first. Do you know somebody, there we are, who would love and appreciate and be so thankful for you giving them something? Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay. And then, of course, you know, if that fails, you know, maybe whether you need the ka-ching, 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 whether you need it or not, you know, pop it onto a site. Do you see what I mean? At least, you know, even if it sells for a couple of quid, you know, the fact of the matter is, at least you're getting, you know, something back. But you know, there we are, that it's going to go to a lovely home. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Okay, I feel very blessed because anything that I have, there will always be somebody who will say, you know, yes, Carla, there we are, I'll take that off your hands. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, okay. So it's usually bing, gone. Do you see what I mean? Okay. But that's all I wanted to say today, my delicious little babies. Okay. I always believe charity begins at home, you know. There we are. I mean, we've got like I said, you know, we've got problems with how much the food costs, the gas and the electric and everything, okay? You know, we've got problems with the NHS, like I said, we've got problems with everything. But all I keep seeing, okay, are these and others. It's like as if, it's like they want to squeeze. You know, you imagine squeezing a lime or a lemon or an orange or a grapefruit, my delicious little babies, okay? And you're really trying to squeeze out every last bit of juice. That's what these and the putrid little lackeys do. They're not just happy with taking everything else off you. Do you know what I mean? If you can imagine how many vans, okay, and they're not even advertising now like Heart UK or anything like that now, okay, or, you know, to do with cancer. God bless anybody who's had heart attacks very sadly and cancer, okay. We all know somebody, in my family included, over the decades, okay. It's most sad. But the thing is, my delicious little babies, is that whereas before they used to have the sign, like, or, you know, for the cancer truck, van, okay, or the hearts van. Oh no, they're coming round in all sorts of different vehicles now, my delicious. There we are, little babies, do you say? So, to me, not everybody's going to agree, my delicious babies. I understand that. This is my view. I'm a woman with a view. I shall have my effing view. But to me, it's showing you, there we are, it's showing you plainly, there we are, in your birth race. Okay? But for most of them, God bless, who come and collect the bags, they are not aware, because they're just paid ka-ching, 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 just to, come and collect something. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but they do not know that half of it, or whatever, does not reach the shop floor. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Because they just feel driving around that, because it's usually husband and wife I'm seeing a lot these days. Okay, well, I have anyway, my delicious babies, and I clock, there we are, rather a lot. Okay, my delicious babies, believe me on that one. Okay, and to me, well, they do not know. They're just getting paid the ka-ching, aren't they? Just to come and pick the bags up. They do not realise that it's not going to reach the shop floors. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? So that's all I really want to say, my delicious babies. Now, what I am going to say, I'm not going to tear it up, okay, because that's going to look most disrespectful on my video, and I would never do that, okay? Anybody who has a heart problem, it's absolutely awful, okay, my delicious babies. But we also have to look at, very sadly, what has been causing it. Okay, my delicious babies, for decades. There we are, for decades. Okay, my delicious babies. This is not just over 3-4 years. No, it isn't. This has gone on, there we are, for decades. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? And of course, with these charities, this is what they do. There we are, this is how they play it, okay? And they pull on the heartstrings, there we are, they pull on the heartstrings of others. Because that's the wickedness, you see. That's the putridness, what they do, okay? And, for many decades, it has worked. Do you see? But I stopped giving to charity, there we are, long time ago. Okay, my delicious babies, at least, like I said, 16, probably 16, I'd say probably 16, 17 years ago. Do you see what I mean? Okay. And I do not feel that I need to, to anybody. I mean, before, ones you say, oh, won't you just give a quid or Carl? I said, no. I said, there we are. I said, because I can see. Do you know what I mean? And I can hear, see and hear. Do you see? But for most, they just do not know, themselves. They're just, it's a little job for them. Do you see what I mean? God bless. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay? Anyway, so we got to keep the lights on. Keep the lights on, my delicious little babies, okay? And please do not forget, a celery crunch, crunch a day keeps the doctor away, just like an apricot keeps the doctor away, okay? And a smile a day keeps the doctor away, my delicious little babies. And please continue to live the vibration, okay? So anyway, that's the end of my video, my delicious little babies. I just wanted to have a little natter, really. Do you know what I mean, okay? It's just my views. It doesn't have to be anybody else's views. I'm not expecting anybody else to agree with me. I'm just talking in my camera to you all, my delicious babies. Anybody who's very kind enough to listen to my videos, do you say? But, I like to, there we are, give food for thought as well, my delicious babies, do you say? Okay? So until my next video, wherever you are in the world, have a super duper time. You only get one life. So true, my delicious babies. So very true. Okay, my delicious babies, now then. And if it's morning where you are, or it's afternoon where you are, have a super duper beautiful and delicious time. Okay? And I love you all so very much. So until my next video, God bless. Take care. Thank you once again for listening. Bye-bye.